Hi, good evening. Welcome to the stream. My name is Garrison from Singapore, and yes, today is Friday. Today's date is the 2nd of December, and we are in the month of December already, the last month of 2022. Mm, Right, yes. So, as I've mentioned on Tuesday, which is my last stream, yeah, on Tuesday. Yeah, it's going to be like kind of like weekly or twice a week kind of thing. So today I would need to run an errand now, which is now till probably 6. I need to run an errand before I go for my next appointment. So that's why I do have a bit of free time. So just to turn on live and then to what's going to happen. Right, so what I'm going to do is just go through the usual stuff and just let me fire up the Twitch dashboard, right, to see if there are people replying on the chat itself. Alright, so at the moment, nothing, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. And yeah, so let me just begin off with the usual stuff. So you can actually interact with me in this live stream via two ways. One is using the chat function itself, in which it haven't been used for a long time because for my previous streams there aren't any viewers to actually view. Probably the timing itself pretty odd. So yep. Uh, So yeah, if you're just watching this live stream, just feel free to type in the chat box itself, and then to see if, let's say, I've got any response from there. Or alternatively, you can actually if you have a Twitch, not Twitch, if you have a Discord account, what you can do is you can actually talk to me live on air by joining my Discord server. So the link is on my Twitch profile. So what you can do is just go to the link itself, click on it, you'll be invited to my server. So what you can do is you can actually see this option that says live on air. Just click on it and then just turn on the microphone and then we can actually talk to each other live, right? Yeah, having said live is actually there's actually kind of like a 1 or 2 second lag, but it's pretty okay. We can still can still hear each other clearly. Um, yeah, so that's it. And yeah, if let's say you're watching this as a replayed or a recorded video, either Twitch or YouTube itself, um, yeah, feel free to put in your comments, opinions, and stuff like this. I will actually look through them. Right. Or if let's say you prefer to actually private message me privately, what you can do is you can actually go over to any of my um, social media handle, as you can actually find them on my Twitch profile as well. So yeah, just feel free to message me and stuff like that. But please do remember to to indicate that you know me via the Twitch live stream. Yep. So in that way, I can actually reply you faster. Okay, so that's about it for the intro. So basically, this mobile live stream is more of like, if let's say you're watching it for the first time, I'll be driving around, so from places to places, and then as I've got the time to actually run through a live stream to actually to have time to actually to have a chat with you guys, I will just run this live stream. So previously, it's kind of like more like a daily thing, but nowadays I don't really have that luxury of time to really, drive and to to be able to multitask and converse. So yep, so as work begins to build up, I can't exactly do a lot of daily stream. Right, so let me just join the channel. Welcome to the stream. Right, so it's actually streaming from Singapore itself. It's a Friday evening. The time now is 5:33. Maybe it's about time for people to knock off if they are still working from the offices and stuff like this. So, yep, and it's going to be weekend. Weekend is coming, so what are your plans for the weekends? Going anywhere? Yeah, it's December already, so probably some of you might be traveling overseas. Yeah, so yeah, just feel free to type in and then we'll see what's there in the conversation, right? I believe last Tuesday I think I went through some of the messages that you guys have sent me over the period of time, and then talking about relationships and stuff. I think apart from relationship, let's look on for something more different, more of a different topic to talk about. So yeah, looking forward to that as well. Uh, yep. Although it's pretty sunny, you notice that it's actually kind of like drizzling. The floor is kind of wet. It is pretty normal here in Singapore for this type of conditions. You can have bright sunlight, and yet there's a passing cloud that decided to just let it all go, and you have got this kind of like intermittent rain. So the intensity can vary as well depending on how big is the cloud mass, I suppose. Right. Uh, yeah, there's so much about it on the road itself. Currently, I'm actually driving. I'm actually heading towards the east side of Singapore. I'm heading towards to the Bedok area. So yeah. So if you chance upon seeing me, you can just feel free to just strike up a conversation, right? Uh, right. Okay. Let's see what else can we talk about. Yeah, I think I'm not too sure if that's your actual name, Simon. I think you, yeah, right. I think it should be. I don't really know how to pronounce your entire so-called nick, your username. So if I'm not wrong, I think you introduce yourself as Simon, and you are pretty okay that I can actually share with your thoughts. So I think it's actually pretty good. It's a more welcome move because I can actually make reference to a particular person with regards to his suggestions and comments, right? So yeah, before that, um, just let me pause for a while. I need to think of my routes to my destination because it seems like traffic is building up. And yeah, so just noticed that you guys can't exactly see what's outside the window because it's overexposed. And right now we are going to encounter another issue, which I think because it's overexposed, I think should be fine. Yeah, the lighting in the tunnel should be fine. Right. Okay. Just hang on a second. I would like to switch lane. Right. So, yeah, just now we're talking about Simon. So I think Simon has been um, texting, like kind of like corresponding with me for quite some time now. Yeah, thank you for your support, even though you are not from Singapore. Right. So yeah, maybe he just apparently he went over to my Discord server to have a look. Uh, at the moment, my Discord server is actually it is very messy. Because it was intended for some other usage previously, but right now I've kind of like cleared everything out, and yeah, apparently er- most of the everyone was out already. So right now, those who are actually um, in the server itself are the new people that actually, I think mostly is from my Twitch live stream, right? So they are kind of like following through. So don't have much to begin with. So it's still building. But unfortunately, my server is still pretty cluttered. I haven't really had time. Yeah, I've been saying this for like close to a year now. Uh, yeah, I really need to have some time to really clear it. Or if let's say any one of you would like to help me um, to manage out the Discord server, feel free to let me know as well. So previously what we have is apart from this voice channel that we can actually use for our live stream, we can actually talk to each other. There's also a text channel, so meaning to say we have got this, we used to have this topic for the day where we can actually type in the topic that we are actually discussing. We can actually run a poll as well to actually collate to think to see how you guys felt over certain things with the options there as a tally. Um, yeah. So Simon thinks that that's a pretty good idea, but apparently, I'm not sure if I mentioned this before because previously we do have things like topic for the week itself, and then we are kind of like doing a daily live stream. So yeah, we can actually set a topic on Monday, in which like we can actually discuss the topic throughout the week, and then concluding it on Sunday. Uh, but I don't think so for now because I don't even know when I'm going to stream next. But at the moment, it looks like every Friday evening around this time. I suppose 5, 6. Yeah, this is about the timing that I will actually kind of stream. So hopefully we can actually establish a certain pattern and then try to get things started all over again. Yeah, Simon suggests that we can actually still keep the topic itself, but we'll kind of make it like open-ended. Yeah, which I think is pretty good as well because right now, if let's say you look at the topic that we have, you can actually there's a very nice rainbow. By the way, yes, it's kind of faint. That usually happens after the rain in Singapore, especially with such intensity of the sun, right? Unfortunately, I can't exactly show you because I'm still driving. I can't really be holding on to the phone itself, but it's pretty nice to see the rainbow. Uh, yeah, it's very distinct as well. So for those who are driving, uh, yeah, it's pretty nice. Anyway, coming back, yep. So, uh, yeah, as I was saying, we do have this topic for the week itself. So the most current week will be the most current recent ones, and then the older, so-called older topics from the previous weeks are actually stacked up. So you can actually scroll, and you can also participate in the poll as well because there's no kind of like time limit where we close the poll and stuff like that. So he suggests that we can actually continue to use the so-called the text channel as well. So I'm not too sure how it goes, but it doesn't really. I mean, it doesn't really take up a lot of time just to set up a whole question. So yep. So maybe we can actually run an idea, and then we will see how we can have more interactions with the text channel and yeah so that we can actually when we come online we will have something to discuss about or talk about, right? So thank you, Simon, for the suggestion. So finally I do have uh, real proper people and person to actually acknowledge and to give the due credits to, right? Yeah, traffic is pretty okay as of now. I suppose between now to 7, you see a lot of traffic building up, and then you can actually see a lot more cars on the road. That's the start of the weekend already. Okay, so yeah, if you just joined the stream, welcome to the stream, and yes, just feel free to drop a hi, something like that. That at least I know there are people watching and viewing. Yeah. So yes, from the beginning of the show, you're saying it's December already. So it seems like is December to me when I was young, and even when I'm old now, seems like it's a pretty short month because I'm not too sure, but basically in the Singapore education system, if let's say in the primary school or whichever, December is actually the end of year, kind of like holiday before you go to the next grade for the following year. Next grade, yeah, correct. So well, it seems like happy times are always the shortest, so that's why December feels like it's actually just comes and go very quickly. And as you are working, you realize that December is the month that's full of holidays and stuff like that. And if let's say if you are in the industry where you really need to do a lot of work before the end of the year itself, you realize that yeah, it can be pretty busy, especially if let's say there's some. I'm not sure. I think some of the places they do kind of like especially offices will close on the last week itself, and then staff were to clear annual leave and stuff like that. So yep, it makes your work month for December even shorter, right? And, yeah, and especially right now, if let's say I'm running my own business, December end of the year, where yeah, it really depends on your financial year. Are you taking 1st Jan to 31st December, or are you still on the kind of like the older system where it's 1st April, 31st March? So really depend. But if let's say on the 1st Jan, 31st December, then yeah, this will be your final closing month. And for people who are doing sales, if this is the final month, then they would like to achieve their targets and stuff. Then of course, if you are trying to achieve your target in December, I wish you all the best. But most of the time, probably people have accomplished their set targets before, like maybe even like early as the Q3, third quarter. Right. So as you can see, I'm trying to buy time to talk about things or whatsoever. Right. Okay, so if let's say you've got anything to discuss, feel free to to let me know. You can actually type in the chat box itself, or you can actually join me live on Discord using the voice stream, using the voice channel, and then yeah, via Twitch. Okay, yeah, if you can, I'm not sure if you can hear. It's actually starts to drizzle now, and despite you can actually see, the surrounding is still pretty bright. Yes, that's a very common thing in Southeast Asia, especially Singapore and probably Malaysia as well. Yeah, we do encounter all these tropical storms. It's probably in the late note and stuff like that. Yeah. Right. So yeah. So just now, sorry, I think there's a reminder coming in reminding me about my appointment. So let me get that out of the way. Yep, and we are good to continue. The rain is not very heavy, just drizzling, so it's not that bad. But what I see ahead of me is a pretty dark sky, so I'm not too sure what's going to happen in the evening, at night. So hopefully it rain like in the middle of the night, where you can actually enjoy the cool temperature while you're sleeping, and you can save energy by not turning on your air conditioner, right? Okay, yeah, also in my direction of travel right now, I'm actually traveling towards the east. This expressway actually leads to the airport itself. So December, normally a lot of you will be traveling overseas. So especially like, for the past 2 years where people are kind of like deprived on traveling. So I would suppose people will start to travel again. So if let's say if you are traveling, where will you be traveling to? When are you setting off? Or you are already back from your travel? Yeah, I don't know. So anything is possible, right? Now, let's see. Are there any things that I would like to? No, not that I know of. Yep, and then here there's something that is actually pondering in my mind. So I think from a couple of streams back, I didn't mention that I got exactly over the traffic. Sorry, there's a distraction. The traffic seems like it's kind of like a standstill for the opposite side, which is traveling down to the city. So a note to myself, because after my appointment for this from Bedok, my not appointment, my errands running from Bedok, I'm traveling that direction, going back to town. So hopefully it will be cleared up by then. If not, then I will have to go by alternative routes as well. So wish me luck. Right, so time check. The time now is 5:50 and I was supposed probably half an hour into the stream already. So if let's say there's nothing else, then I would call it a day. So basically this week I've streamed on both Tuesday and today. And yeah, just keep sending your, if let's say you like to have anything to ask me or things like this, feel free to message me. But do indicate that you find me via my Twitch live stream. Right. And yeah, I'm going to turn out from the exit. I could have used the previous exit actually, but I think I did a physical calculations on the number of traffic lights. It seems like there are lesser traffic lights, so I presume lesser chance for me to get stopped by red lights. Okay, good. All right. So what I'm going to do next is at the next set of lights, red lights, I will probably end the stream. So yep, let's see if it's red. I think the sky looks pretty dark over the east side, but yeah, it's pretty clear on the other area of Singapore. Okay, what else? I think that's about it. Yep. So yes, it's red. So just give me a moment. Let me run through my dashboard. Yes, coming to a stop. Okay. Right, so we are 24 minutes into the stream, and I think that's good enough for our session today. So, yep, thank you for watching. If you are watching live, I do have people watching live because I saw the counter moved, but probably I'm too bored for them to hang on or to interact with me. So it's fine actually. Uh, yep. So thank you for watching and thank you for watching the recorded streams, the replays, and also giving me the suggestions. So I will see you guys the next time I come online, which has got to be most likely next week. Yep. In fact, this weekend, not too sure. So I'm not going to, yeah. So not going to commit myself or whatsoever. We just play by ear and see how things go. So, right. So what can I say? Yeah, thank you for watching. So in the meantime, stay safe. Have a good weekend ahead, and I'll see you guys the next time I come online. So thank you for watching. See you. Okay, coming to the next set of red lights. See you guys soon. Alright, bye.